What's up, friends and family? I just want to share a message with you. Hopefully, if you're looking at this video, it's October the 1st, which is when it was intended to be viewed. And it's a great day because October the 1st marks 20 years that I've been sober from alcohol. And man, it's a mind blowing kind of thing for me to even contemplate where I was at 27 years old 20 years ago when God touched me and gave me a epiphany about where I want to go in my life and the whole concept of idolatry and where I held alcohol in regards to where I was going in my life. So I definitely wasn't a everyday drinker or something that you consider your regular alcoholic or anything like that, but I definitely was the weekend warrior. I was that one Friday, Saturday, I get the phone call. It's all day. Bottles of Hennessy and alcohol and drink or whatever. To have fun because I felt like that was definitely what I had to do to have fun, or that was my way of escaping a lot of the traumas from my early childhood life and having fun in my older teens and younger 20s and all that. And I mean, it was a great time. I had great memories, different things with my friends. I don't despise any of those times. God allows us to go through things for his purpose, the way that he wants us to do it. But there came a time in my life where I realized, based on my family history and based on me having a young family and what I wanted to do, I just wasn't making good decisions, and I was not operating in a manner that was going to allow me to hang around for a long time and continue to be successful, or set myself for success and my family up for success. So anyway, today, October the 1st is a great day. 20, I think, '02. I woke up one day after, having a conversation with God and identifying idolatry and saying, I no longer want to put this in a place of worship. Would you help me with this? And I remember going from drinking to one day waking up and the smell of the same alcohol that I bought every weekend just um, made me sick. It was, I despise it. So literally in one day, I went from, drinking my own fifth of Hennessy on a regular, which everybody that's around me and all my friends know that's what we all do, to literally despising it and not wanting to smell it and not be around it. So I didn't have a drink after that point. Now, I want to pause and say a couple things before going into this because I don't want anybody to misunderstand. It's not a judgment about alcohol. If you drink, if you do your thing, do your thing because to each his own. This is not something God said, it's wrong, don't do it. You got to practice judgment and wisdom in certain things, but I'm not here to condemn people, that drink. That's not what this is about. This is about what was good for me, what was good for me in my life. And that was that one particular thing that really needed to be eradicated in order for me to be a new creation and for me to continue to move forward. Also, everything in life is not that simple where in one day you're going to be cold turkey. There are some people out there with alcohol and addictions and other things that they're struggling with. And some of the things that I still deal with, a struggle. I mean, music was a struggle. A lot of other things, were really a struggle in terms of changing, anger, certain behaviors, whatever. Some things, even as believers, we'll struggle with to our grave. But it was that thing that God gave me that was like, hey, I'm going to show you who I am and what I can do so that I have something to refer back to in the rest of the times moving forward in my life. And that's what that's been for me. So that moment, that thing, no one but God could take a situation like that and change that in a day, that radically. So I'm excited about it. I'll always celebrate the day, October the 1st, this year, 20 years sober. I'm extremely happy. I'm glad at the person who I've become. I'm still a work in progress, still trying to get better, still have my ups and downs, still trying to be a better father, definitely trying to be a better husband, all those type of things. But, I just want to share this quick word with people. Someone might, you might have your own strongholds, I just want you to know you have the power to break those strongholds. And sometimes we don't recognize certain things as strongholds. We don't recognize chains because, they're pretty chains. There are things that we say, this is harmless, or I deserve this. This is my thing. I deserve this boat. This is my boat. I deserve to fish every Sunday. I deserve this type of car or whatever. You just like, you could have everything else. I'm good. But you can't have this, right? That might be an idolatrous place in your life. That might be a situation in your life where you got to really reevaluate your relationship with that particular thing. But just I'm going to encourage everyone, you have the ability to break strongholds no matter what your sort of faith or whatever it is. I'm not here to push and overwhelm somebody with a certain faith or whatever. My faith is a belief in Jesus Christ. My faith is a belief in God. And no matter what it is, if I believe something has helped someone be a better person, I can respect that. I'm not trying to shake anyone off of whatever they do. If I've known you in the past and you were not a good person and now you are, whatever that thing that you have invested in that's made you be better than that, a better person and less of a threat to me and society, you can have that, right? I'm not trying to knock you off of that. If you've had the opportunity to believe in what I believe in, but you don't, but you're still advancing, I at least have to respect that, right? So for me and my family, it's a love for Jesus Christ. So break generational curses. That's the last thing I'll say. For me, that alcohol added into a generational curse that just wasn't the best, wasn't the most beneficial, for me. And there are a lot of us out there, whether it's anger, whether it's womanizing, whether it's alcohol, whether it's whatever, we have some generational curses that continue to plague us in our life, and we're blowing up relationship after relationship because we just keep saying that's who I am, that's what I'm about, that's just my anger, that's just my whatever. We got to turn and face those generational curses head on and decide, we're going to be better and we're going to do better. If we're building something, if we've been empowered to steward a family, if we're leading someone, if we're trying to impact our community, whatever we're doing, we got to have the courage and the ability to do it differently than what we've done it in the past, to do it differently than what our parents and other people have done. Certain people acted on the best information and taught you on the best information that they had, but we have much more information than what our parents had and our grandparents had. We got a lot more access to resources than our predecessors had. So there's information, there's things out there to go get done. If you say you're trying to do something, go get it done, because your time and your money will point back to what you say your goals really are. If you're saying your goal is to do something, show me the time you spent and the money you spent over the last 3 weeks, and I can show you what you're really motivated by and what you're really interested in, right? So that's convicted me over a lot of things. You don't even have to ask the question, just follow your time and follow your money, and it'll say what you're all about. So anyway, I don't want to get off topic. I mean, again, it's a great day. I'm excited. I'm happy to celebrate 20 years of sobriety. I don't know what the future holds or whatever. It's not even that big of a deal for me, but just the fact that to reach a milestone where I remember looking at myself in the mirror at 27 years old saying, man, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna have any fun. I ain't gonna have no friends. It's gonna be whatever, every excuse I can make, but I still had a great time. I still have tons of fun. I still have a good sense of humor, dominoes, cards, travel, beach, whatever. I can do everything under the sun, and I can do it with a sober mind. And I never in a million years thought that was possible. I thought I had to have a buzz or be drunk to be successful. And I never understood how to have a couple of drinks and have a limit. Like it was, if I'm going on Saturday, I'm going hard till the wheels fall off, right? So again, that was the reason why it's not good for me. It's not expedient for me. Even though it's lawful, it's not expedient for me. But if you can enjoy wine, if you get a couple beers, a couple drinks, and it works for you because you have a gauge, if you have some sensibility, cool. But I just didn't have that. I was, me and my squad, we going hard. So one phone call and, hey, what's up? And it's on, whatever. And then, when it's on, it's on. And before you know it, you a whole fifth into a bottle of Hennessy or Cabassier or whatever, and it just wasn't cool. So, also it's a bittersweet day because this is the day as well that my dad passed several years ago. So I have a great moment in the sobriety, but I also have a somber moment in, the fact of losing my dad some time ago. So again, October the 1st will always be a day that sort of solidifies itself in my mind and my heart, but it'll always be a great one, no matter what the case may be. So again, who don't know what the future holds, but this is a mega milestone, and I'm happy to be celebrating in it. And I just wanted to share it with those of you out there. If you're struggling with something and you don't believe you can get past it, or if you're not sure if something is a stronghold on you or not, and you're trying to figure it out, if there's something out there you just feel like, I just can't, I want to move forward, but I don't think I can do it without this, I'm telling you that you can. You can move forward without that relationship. You can move forward without weed. You can move forward without pills. You can move forward without whatever it is that you think, without this, I just cannot function. I just can't, I can't do it. I'm telling you that there's a father that takes care of his children, and that he hears their cry, he hears their conversation, right? So again, whatever it is that motivates you and whatever it is you're doing, focus on those positive things. And if there's something that's hindering you, that's a stronghold around you or your family, and it's hindering you from being the best mom or the best dad, or stopping you from getting out into the community, stopping you from writing that book, stopping you from starting that business, whatever the case may be, you not getting home safely because your head is spinning, that's a problem. If whatever the case may be the best you that you can be, and put yourself in the best position for success. So, man, I appreciate y'all taking this almost 12 minutes to hear from me. If you took the time to listen to it all, I don't normally do stuff like this, but at the end of the day, I just want to step out and say, yo, I'm happy, major milestone. If I can do it, you can do it. And I just want to encourage you to be your best self. One love.